and welcome to Spotlight on Wawarsing. I'm your host Ava, and today's show features Brittany Reitano, Nutritionist, and Brandon Bogert, Executive Director from the Rural Health Network located at Ellenville Hospital. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you for having us.
So, when was the Rural Health Network formed, and what's the purpose behind it?
So the Rural Health Network was actually formed about 6 years ago in 2017. It was brought together by the Ellenville Regional Hospital, the Institute for Family Health, which we share a campus with, and what was at the time the Ulster County Department of Health and Mental Health. Since then, those departments have split into two departments. They still currently lead us through all of our projects, but we also have added Cornell Cooperative Extension and Catholic Charities of Orange, Sullivan, and Ulster to our leadership team. At the time, the network was brought together mainly by the hospital and the Institute for Family Health to try and create more equitable access to health care for some of the people in our community, especially being in such a rural community. Not everybody has the same access to health care. So they got together to try to find a way that we could better reach the community through outbound outreach, outward education, and being able to offer preventive services to the community, which is still pretty much our entire mission and vision.
Nice. What type of services does the Rural Health Network offer?
So the Rural Health Network, we offer a lot of nutrition consultations, which is my specialty. We do a lot of health coaching. We set goals with physical education as well. We also have a physical education specialist who can also work with you one-on-one, and what she can do with you is basically set up some at-home exercises and stretches to work on posture, balance, maybe strengthening. And we also have two community health workers as well, which one focuses on families, and we also have another one that works on seniors and adults.
Nice. What are some fitness programs that you guys offer right now?
So for the month of April, right now, we do have quite a few of our physical education programs going on. So we have a walking group that is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and that starts at 3 p.m. It's a six-week series. So if you would like to join, you obviously just reach out to us. We also have a body and balance class, which works on balance and posture as well, and that's every Tuesday at 5. And then we also have a strength training class, which is every Wednesday at 4:30. We also have yoga, which is every Thursday at 11. We have Tai Chi every Thursday at 4:30. And then we also have a family interval training, which is not just for families, it's also for any individual that would like to show up, and that's every Friday at 4:30 in the physical therapy department. And just to make sure everybody understands too, most of our programs are located at Ellenville Regional Hospital, but we do expand out obviously into the community locations. So if you do have any questions of where it is located, feel free to contact us and reach us.
What are other types of programs that you guys offer?
So we also offer
We have a lot more direct services that we're able to offer people too. Like Brittany said, we do nutrition consultations with anybody who's interested. We have community health workers who are available for health coaching, helping people set goals, and also helping them kind of work through those goals to achieve them. As she mentioned, we have a physical health educator right now who, if somebody is looking at trying to start exercising on their own, but really isn't ready or aren't sure what they can handle or what stage they're at, she'll do a one-on-one evaluation with you, help you understand where your limits are, what exercises are going to be easy for you to do based on maybe any medical issues that you have, and be able to help guide you to exercise on your own. Then, like I mentioned, those community health workers will then continue to sit and work with you as you work on those exercise programs and start working towards your goals. In addition to that, we also have a side of our work that focuses on substance use and opioid and overdose prevention. So with that, anybody that comes into our hospital that maybe has recently had an overdose or is looking to stop using substances, we do have community health workers who are able to focus on helping you navigate the treatment landscape, which is something that can be very confusing, especially if people are new to it. and help actually make referrals and get you into those treatment programs. Outside of that, we also offer harm reduction services like helping people access and learn how to use Narcan, fentanyl test strips to make sure that what you're using is safe. I think actually the last spotlight on Wawarsing was Jillian, who's from the county, and she spoke a lot about some of the work that we're doing together with them. And it's all similar stuff to that. So.
That's nice. What if somebody isn't ready to stop using drugs? Is there a way you guys can assist them?
Yeah, so like I said, we do offer what's called harm reduction. Harm reduction is basically taking the approach to drug use that it's best to try and make sure that people are able to use as safe as possible, which can seem like sort of redundant because using drugs safely doesn't seem like it makes sense. But offering people stuff like fentanyl test strips to make sure that whatever you are using isn't contaminated with fentanyl, which is a much deadlier substance than, say, heroin. Offering Narcan not only to people who use drugs, but also to their family members or other people out in the community who might encounter somebody who is overdosed. And then also oftentimes people who might be using drugs also experience a lot of other social issues that they might need help with, like getting into housing, finding secure food sources and stuff like that. And we do have an entire side of our work and a community health worker that's completely dedicated to assisting those people as well.
Nice. What if I don't personally know anybody, or if the audience doesn't know anybody, but are still concerned about the drug use in our community? Is there ways that people can help out with the program?
Yeah, so one of the main ways to help out is to at least raise awareness of the problem that's going on in our community. A large part of that is because when more people understand what's going on, there can be less stigma, and people who do use drugs can feel more comfortable coming and talking to us about what we might be able to offer them. One thing that we do emphasize to everybody is how important it can be to learn how to use and have access to Narcan or naloxone. Even if you don't use drugs or don't think you know anybody who does, you could find yourself in a situation where you go into a storefront and somebody in there has overdosed. And it's always better to be able to help than to feel like you have to sit back and be helpless. If you have any questions or are concerned about what's going on in our community right now and some of the trends we're seeing, you can give us a call and we'll be able to answer some of those questions to the best of our ability, or at the very least be able to redirect you to somebody who can better answer your question. We can do Narcan trainings for free. We'll do them one-on-one, even just over the phone. We'll FaceTime you, set up a Zoom call, anything like that to be able to help you learn how to use it, and then we can mail it right out to you, so you don't even have to come to the hospital if that's something you're interested in learning. Or like I said, if you just have questions about Narcan or any of the other stuff we offer, we're happy to field those too.
Nice. What has been the most successful program that the Rural Health Network has offered to the community?
So our most successful program has actually been the pharmacy program, which is spelled Pharmacy. And that's where we actually give out fresh fruits and vegetables to the community. We partnered with Ulster County Community Action, Food Bank of Hudson Valley, and sometimes we also work with the Ulster Correctional Facility because they do have a garden that they also give us some fresh fruits and vegetables as well. And we basically give the community a fresh produce, a bag that they can drive up to the back of the hospital, and we just ask a couple questions, and then we put it in their car for them, and then they're on their way. So it's a very quick and simple process for them. They don't even have to get out of the car. In 2022, we actually served up to around 2,000 families as well. So as you can see, that's quite a big deal for our program. So.
Yeah. How is the Rural Health Network able to offer these programs and services for free to the community?
So we're able to provide these services because we are actually funded by a couple grants, mainly a HRSA grant, which is the Health Resources and Services Administration. We are also funded by other community foundations as well.
How can the community contact the Rural Health Network?
So we have a couple different ways you can contact us. You can contact us through our website, which is at erhny.org. You can click our link. There's a tab for the Rural Health Network. Or you can contact us at 845-647-6400, extension 215.
Is there any plans to expand this program in the upcoming future?
Yeah, we have a couple of plans for that. We are always looking for new grants. Like Brittany mentioned, we are entirely grant funded, and we're always looking for new grant projects and new programs that we can build upon our services. Most of what we try to do when we look for new grants is just be able to continue what we're doing. We're very lucky to receive the grants that we have so far because we're able to offer things like nutrition counseling, like health coaching, like physical health evaluations without having to go through anybody's insurance or ask for any payment of them. So being able to continue those is something that we always look for. And then truthfully, some of the expansions of that sort of happen naturally. Our physical health educator that works with us, her name is Debbie. She actually used to work in our physical therapy department. She is a physical therapy assistant, has more certifications than I could list in 20 minutes. And we were lucky enough that she was transferred down to our department, and we just took that and ran with it, and we're able to open up what she's able to do with people, start offering more and more classes. One thing that we are looking to do is take some of those classes that Brittany mentioned, like yoga, like Tai Chi, any mindfulness classes we might offer, and push them out to other locations in the community so that hopefully they're a little bit more accessible to people. We know that the hospital is a little bit outside of town and not the most easily walkable place. So we want to be able to offer those at places like the library, which is where we actually offer yoga now, other community locations, so that we can be a little bit more accessible to everybody as well.
Are you guys open to any community volunteers to help you guys out if anybody wants to?
So the hospital as a whole does take volunteers right now. You can go on our website, and I'll be honest, I'm not sure the tab, but you'd be able to find a volunteer tab. That will direct you to our HR department, who can set you up. The hospital is always looking for people to volunteer at the information desk, helping patients find, or helping patients' families find the room that their family member is in, navigating the hospital. At the Rural Health Network, we currently have a couple of things that we usually ask for volunteers for, like helping with pharmacy and handing out bags and putting those pharmacy bags together. But the hospital as a whole has a lot of opportunities for volunteerism.
Was there anything else you wanted to share with everybody today?
One other thing we did want to throw in is that one other way you can contact us, if you see our slides here, is we are always out and about in the community. You might have seen us outside of ShopRite, outside of Stewart's, Walmart, anywhere. We'll also be present at places like the Blueberry Festival, the Grahamsville Fair, a lot of those community events. So when you see us there, you can come over and talk to us. There's usually always a community health worker from our chronic disease wellness side and from our substance use side. So you can come and ask us any questions, you can inquire about programs, you can sign up to work with us right there. And anytime that you see our table out like this, we also do have Narcan on hand and are offering Narcan trainings. If we ever don't have any because we ran out, we're able to mail it to you, like I said, but we can still work through a training right there in real time if you just come over and talk to us too.
All right. For more information on today's topic, you can contact the Rural Health Network at erhny.org or by calling 845-647-6400 and extension 215. Thank you guys for joining us today. I've been your host, and this was Spotlight on Wawarsing. See you guys next time.